not ready to go yet, okay? I'm not ready. You gotta wait. I got shit to do. I'm in the middle of something, all right? Just hold on.
Watch your mouth or don't come in here.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, people, come on, we're adults here.
You know what? What is the point?
Yeah, we're adults here. I got a fucking Burger King fucking thing on my head. We're all fucking adults here, guys. People in my chat, 2 words. What are they? 2 words. Let me see the chat flood. Let me see the chat flood. 2 words. Okay, next caller. Please. Let's get into the meat and potatoes, which translate in American to dick and balls.
I got flip flops. These are my flip flops. Yeah, I really like my flip flops because I can put them on. Because look, watch me put them on. I can put them on all by myself. Watch me put them on. Look, are you watching? Look, these are my flip flops.
Thanksgiving Day. I remember it clearly. It was Thanksgiving Day. I was inserting myself in somebody else's fucking business as a cash grab, and you know. This channel is harsh reality.
Karen Yak se jodió la sucia vida. Amen.
This is Jonathan Lee Riches. I have cheeseburgers. I'm gonna put cheese on them. I'm gonna make sure that I have my hamburgers because I'm a big boy now and I can make the hamburgers. My mom lets me use the stove now.
And I'm just like, wow, I like receipts, and they brought receipts. Like they had evidence to back up everything they said. And I'm like, okay, well, there's got to be another side to this, right? Like this can't. No, this is too fantastic.
Yeah, because you're not going to just jump to the conclusion that there's a conspiracy amongst cops to cover up a murder. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, cops and just like soccer moms and shit. Like that's what made it even crazier. Like,
yeah, get it, Betty. Yeah,
did you have a close relationship with your mom?
Get it, Betty.
Oh, of course, I still do.
Yeah.
My older sister was kind of sad. She was more of the prissy girl that likes going.
That is the best shit fucking
shopping for dresses with mommy. I was the tomboy that liked playing with the feet.
Shout out to Cherry for just being easily the most faithful and loyal supporter that I've ever had, man. That someone could have that tenacity with loyalty. And I'm really blessed to have someone like Cherry be part of this channel and in my life. So it means a lot. And yes, I named him after Mr. T and Rocky. Say, woman. Say, woman. Say, woman. Since your old man ain't got no heart, why don't you come down to my apartment tonight and I'll show you a real man. Oh my God, I'm so in love with this little dude. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. I love you guys very, 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 very much. And we will do this again very soon, my friends. Oh, say bye. Say bye. Oh, I love you too. Give me a kiss. Oh, I love you. Bye, guys. Woo! Good afternoon, my friends, or evening. I guess it's technically evening now. Yes. I hope everybody's doing good. Yeah, man. So yeah, I took a couple days because I just wanted to take a couple days. I was gonna take today, and then boredom just really took me over, and then I was just like, all right, you know what I'll do? I'll do a call-in show. There's a couple of things I kind of want to talk about, and I'll do a call-in show and just kind of hang out with everybody. Tonight at 8, Aiden's gonna be on. Turtle Boy is going to be on Andrea Burkhart's channel, which I'm super excited about because she's fantastic. She's amazing. So I think that's great. Yes, shout out to Nurse Kim for an amazing live that she did this morning. I was really into it. We'll talk a little bit about what she talked about too. Liz88 gifted a membership as always. Thank you so much, Liz. You are absolutely unbelievably sweet. All right. So, yeah. So a couple of things I want to go over. I'm just going to knock this one thing out of the way. Just knock it out of the way. Okay. So the other day, I texted Aiden. This was the day that we streamed together. It was earlier that day, the day that I streamed on that I was a guest on his channel. Ms. Peaches gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much. So I texted him, and hold on, this needs to be fixed. I'm sorry, folks. This is not going to be accepted here. There we go. So I texted Aiden earlier that day, and I had to ask. I was like, what's the deal with Esty? Like, what's going on with that? Like, she's a mod on my channel. She's actually been really helpful. And so he was like, you know, he goes, so because I texted him, I asked him to call me, right? And then he called me almost immediately, and we spoke, and I asked him about this. And then he was like, he just goes, you know, thank you, Dan. I appreciate you. And the wasn't like, oh my God, she's such a problem and she bothers me so much. It was just like, it's so stupid that it was an it's so stupid that I can't believe I have to talk about this. That's the vibe I got, right? And so I was like, well, did she do anything? And he was like, no, because at the time she had not. So he was like, no, you know, he just kind of shared his opinion of her a little bit, but he was like, I was like, yeah, but did she do anything? Do I need to like, is it going to bite me in the ass later that she has a wrench on my channel? You know what I mean? Is some shit that she did going to come out? And he was like, no, you know, and because it hadn't, you know what I mean? There wasn't anything at the time. He was being totally forthcoming and honest. I have no reason to believe he wasn't. So, that's when I went live that day and I addressed the whole thing. And then the whole, hold on a second. I mean, we got to do it.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
I think we got a super cat. Super cat. I think we got a super cat. Super cat. Super cat. Super cat. I think we got a super cat.
How dare you?
Sarah B. Creative. What's up, girl? Paying it forward to my friend. Thanks for keeping it real. Right on. Appreciate it. Yes. Tara, Sarah B. Creative, and I are in a relationship. Just so you know. Tara Kerrigan, Sarah B. Creative, and I. Sarah B. Creative insisted that I share Tara with her. I'm a nice guy. So I said, cool. So and Deanna, thank you for the super chat again, and congratulations. Didn't you just get married? You just got married, right? Congratulations on getting married, by the way. So and Kim Robinson, member for 2 months. Thank you so much. We ain't got no quit. No, we don't. Free Turtle Boy, absolutely. Which is why we're here. So, you know, like, he didn't have any feelings about her one way or the other, honestly. Like, honestly, he didn't. But there's just this whole, apparently what's been going on is, and here we go. Hold on, let me hear what he said. I'm talking about him. This is why I do the churl chats at once and get them over with. Chick basically hijacks Will in the middle of a thought for her own shout out. I mean, dude, like, look, the way that I see this whole thing is it's so fucking stupid. And I correct me if I'm wrong, Aiden, because you're in the chat here. I believe Aiden probably thinks it's fucking stupid too. I didn't see any point where he was actually angry about any of this shit, right? So, you know, so I was like, okay, whatever, you know, but then, then like, I was like, whatever, cool. We were, bro. Like, we had a fucking a flow going, Sarah. So, dude, Noodles Mama, I'll do it. I'll be the guy that's fucking sexist about it, dude. I will. I don't care. I don't care. I understand that my fucking demographic is like 80% women, dude. I understand that shit. But I got to tell you guys, dude, like, how can you not realize why don't some of you realize when we don't give a fuck about your drama, dude? Like, seriously, like, there's enough drama. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's enough. But, like, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear about fake accounts talking bad about you. I don't want to hear about, you know, like, it goes with the territory. This is what it is. Dude, do you have any fucking idea that, I mean, some of you already know all the fucking lies that are told about me on a daily on Twitter just for leaving a comment. Somebody fucking puts up a meme like, this guy beats women. Like, what? So there's like constant attacks, lies. Fucking Jonatalia Lee bitches fucking said that my mother was trafficking children for the Catholic Church, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course it bothers me when somebody talks about my family, dude. Of course it does. But but I also understand, and my family understands, that stuff's going to happen. If I'm going to be public and I'm going to speak up about controversial issues and I'm going to have controversial opinions on controversial issues, I'm going to get hate. And even if I'm doing everything on the up and up, even if I'm just, you know, towing the line and being nice and playing it all court TV safe, I'm still going to get hate. And people are still going to make fucking parody accounts, and they're going to make, you know, fucking videos, hate videos and shit like that. I mean, that it just goes with the territory. As a matter of fact, I think Turtle Boy made it a point to say that, like, dude, when that happens, dude, you made it. Like, that's it. You have provoked enough thought that people are making parody accounts about you. People are making, you have provoked enough thought. You did exactly what you set out to do. If she's going out and she's doing standouts in front of the State House, if she's traveling to DC with her family and doing standouts in front of the White House, all of these cool things, these things are great. And here's the cool part. A lot of people are like, oh, well, I don't care. She's fake, you know, she's just so fucking fake. Okay. I don't like fake people either. But here's the cool thing about how I conduct myself on the internet. I keep a safe boundary between myself and anybody I meet on the internet, dude. Like, if you don't do that, you're a fool. And I have been a fool. But I'm saying I keep a safe to where if somebody turns out to be fake, turns out to be a fucking phony, I'm not disappointed. I already treat that person like they could be a fucking fake. From the get-go, dude. Every single fucking person. I don't give a fuck who they are. Every single person. You're a fool if you are on here and you're like, oh my God, I'm going to become the best buddies with this person. Dude, that doesn't fucking happen. Dude, you think me and Aiden are sitting there fucking texting like we're in fucking middle school? Going, dude, I don't know what I'm going to wear. What t-shirt should I wear for my live stream, bro? We don't do that shit. We don't do that shit. I come into town. I'm like, hey, I'm in town. Cool. We should get dinner. We should hang out. Sweet. That's it. And then once in a while, we might have something that we need, you know, we might have to communicate. But we're creators that are passionate about the same thing. I love Aiden. I think he's great. But what I'm most passionate about right now is what's happening to him. The issues that come with the issue of Turtle Boy. Those things are what piss me off. I don't like someone getting thrown in jail because he's hurting people's feelings with his words, dude. I don't like that shit. As an American, I don't abide by that shit. Neither should you. That is my concern here. I don't like a woman getting falsely accused of murdering a cop, her boyfriend. I don't like her family having to go through 3 fucking years of torture. 3.5 years of torture. I don't like any of that shit. And the issue is the corruption in Norfolk County. The corruption that Turtle Boy shined a really big bright light on. That is undeniable. And this is why we're not done here yet. This is exactly why. Because I've made friends with this guy. And before I even made friends with this guy, I watched this guy get fucking railroaded. And I watched him not bend one bit. I watched this guy not hold back. Just get louder and louder and louder, because that's exactly what I would fucking do, or at least exactly what I tell myself I would do in that situation. So that earns my respect. That earns my respect. But these are the things that I'm focused on. And yes, when I made this decision, I understood people that hate Turtle Boy are going to hate me too. And the same people that are trying to make his life fucking miserable, the ones that are online, they're going to try to make my life miserable too. I'm ready for that. That's fine. Because I don't give a fuck. Because what I care about is making a difference. You don't make a difference without pissing people off. You don't open people's eyes without pissing people off. It doesn't happen like that. I wish it were that easy. I wish it were that simple. But it's not. But what happens is you get into something like this, your true colors are going to show as to why you got into it. That's inescapable. Your true colors are going to show. That's going to happen. And now here's this movement chewing up SD and spitting her out. Why? Simply because she couldn't ignore people talking bad about her. That's what this boils down to. And then she just took it so far. Like, that would have been something that I would have been like, okay, man, whatever. Because I have been. I've been like, I don't care. You know what I mean? John Barron, who the fuck cares about John fuck? Who the fuck is John Barron? I don't give a fuck about no John Barron. I don't care about that. You understand what we're trying to do here? You understand? Like, bro, you know? And this is the thing. Hey, what's up, Jess Machado? Oh, wait, man, we gotta. No, wrong one. There we go. Look, man, and I'm not going to talk bad about her in that sense either. I'm not going to sit here and trash her, and I'm not going to sit here and say mean things about her, because the fact of the matter is my experience with Esty has been nothing but positive. That's a fact. That's a fact. It's been nothing but positive. She has done nothing. She has been nothing but kind, generous, and helpful to me. My personal experience with her. When Annie and I went to Boston this last time, she drove us around. She was great. Everything as far as accommodations in the courthouse, she was fantastic. She's been super helpful. So I'm not going to sit here and trash talk this person, because I don't care about what her reasons were for doing the nice things that she did. She still did them. But I can't have someone in my orbit that is going to, like, someone like directly in my orbit here who's going to do something as careless as email Mark Betterow with threats of litigation or legal action because of something that's going on between his girlfriend and some of his and her friends. Like, that shit is the craziest thing in the world. There's nothing that you're going to tell me that's going to make that seem okay. I can't have somebody with that kind of power over my chat who's that careless. That's what it boils down to me. But what I'm not going to do is sit here and trash talk her, because that's the luxury that keeping people at a safe boundary awards me as well. Is I get to take the good out of the situation. I don't have the bad to be pissy about. I have nothing to complain about Esty about. Nothing. Nothing. I just made a decision that was best for my channel. It's just that simple. That's what it boils down to. But personally, I don't have anything against this person at all. I mean, you all are entitled to your opinions too. And before she emailed Betterow, I would have left her here with her wrench, and anybody saying the things that they're saying about her here, she would have had the power to delete the messages, time you out for the day. She would have had the power to do that. That's why I give certain people wrenches. Yeah, I don't understand why people are upset in my chat right now. That I don't understand. I mean, I'm gonna open the phone lines eventually, and I'm gonna let you all talk about it all you want. But I don't think it's okay that she did what she did, and I dealt with it accordingly, in my opinion. But I also don't feel the need to continue or begin a campaign to trash this person. Like, I'd rather just keep her out of sight, out of mind, and stay focused on what we're here to do, which is free Turtle Boy and make sure you guys don't get arrested for speaking your mind on a street corner or wearing a certain color shirt. That's all I give a fuck about. I mean, okay, man. Yeah, maybe. You're probably right. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the story is. I don't know what the real story is when it comes to the seat in the courtroom. I don't know about any of that shit. But that's the luxury of minding my own fucking business, dude. Is I don't have to be mad about it the way you guys are. Is that that's the luxury of it. I don't like being mad about things. So I limit the things that I allow in my space that might make me mad. So I'm sorry if it makes you mad that I'm not mad, but not that Dana. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh, I love you all, man. I do. I love y'all. Shy Gal, thank you for becoming a members. Right. She made an accusation with no evidence, dude. See, that's not, I don't do that shit here, bro. Like, we're sitting here trying to keep Turtle Boy out of jail, dude. Can't have somebody in here who just fucking threatened to put him back in over some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't have that. That's not going to work for me, dude. That's what it comes down to. It's a logistics thing, dude. Like, and what it boils down to, it was just like people bickering at each other on Twitter, dude. That's all it was. It was just, and then it just kept fucking leaking into fucking Turtle Boy's shit. Like, imagine how, you know what I mean? Like, Turtle Boy would read Turtle Chats, somebody would address SD, and then he'd roll his eyes, you know, and then like not even, he'd have no interest in fucking addressing the shit. And then people are going to be like, oh my God, Turtle Boy rolled his eyes, so let's hate SD. Like, okay, man. If you're going to, then all right, then have a good reason. You know what I'm saying? But if your reason is, it's kind of asinine if your reason is because you just assume and you pick up the vibe from Aiden that he doesn't like her, so you're going to trash talk her because maybe it impresses him or something, you think. But why not just follow his example when he just blows it off and just goes, this is fucking stupid. Like, what? He's rolling his eyes because it's like, fuck this again. At least that's how I'm taking it. I don't know, but that's how I'm taking it. That's what I'm getting when I see it. And it's like, yeah, like, it's too stupid. That's my whole point. It's just too stupid. Like, look what we're trying to do here. You know what I mean? It's just too stupid. Way too stupid to kick up to Mark Betterow. What the fuck was that? You know, like, I can't get with, I can't be empathetic when it comes to, oh my God, they're talking bad about me. I can't do it. Like, everybody, dude, if you are this public, you people are gonna shit talk you. This person lied about me, though. Yeah, welcome to the internet, bro. Best thing you could do is attract people by not being a shitbag liar. Attract the right people. Dude, I love my fucking audience, dude. I love my audience. I was just telling Cherry, we were just on the phone a little while ago, and I was telling her, I was like, dude, I would rather have the fucking 46,000 subs that I do have than the fucking 300K that Ikenmel has. You know what I'm saying? Those people don't fucking really vibe with each other, man. Like, we've got something special. Nurse Kim's channel has something special. Aiden's channel has something special. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't trade that shit. Exactly. Auntie Deb's channel, same thing. Like, I wouldn't trade that shit for fucking 300,000 fucking subs. That's fuck all that. This is where it's at right now. You know? Because we have a purpose. We have a purpose. And we know how to have a good time fucking doing it. I mean, am I right or am I right? Everyone here has had a fucking purpose. And we've mastered how to have a good time fucking going, fulfilling that purpose. It's that simple. Cheryl Rose, thank you so much. Smash that like button. Yes. Remember for 8 months. Appreciate it. Dude, can we like stick to what's tried and true that's fun and just fucking trolling the trolls? Like, these people are still running their stupid fucking mouths. The Wendy Murphys and the Kim Fairs and the fucking John only fails the beepy. Robin G gifted 5 memberships. Thank you. Oh my goodness. But I mean, well, yeah, I listen, that's between SD, Aiden, and Meredith. If she's going to apologize, that's between them. But my point being is that it doesn't make any difference to me. It just doesn't. And I doubt that it makes that much of a difference to them either. I mean, I'm just saying. Now, I was going to talk about let me see here. Yeah, like the closer that Aiden gets to trial, the harder people are going to come at him, dude. You know what I mean? And it sucks. And this is the thing, and this is why I feel like it's up to channels like ours, you know. I don't want to throw names out there because I don't want to put anybody in some position and tell people what they should be doing and what they shouldn't be doing. But I feel like I have a responsibility since Aiden can't. Everything Aiden says is going to get fucking weaponized against him, you know? And that just leaves me to believe that we should all be fucking louder because of that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's what I got to do, you know? Because, I mean, I'm in Tennessee. They can kiss my ass. Like, seriously. Like, you can't fuck with my freedom of speech here. Like, that's the kind. I live in an area where that kind of shit doesn't even fucking happen, dude. Like, it just doesn't happen. The idea that somebody would be arrested for having an opinion and hurting somebody's feelings with their words is absurd here. Like, it would cause, if a cop did that, they would be fired. The town would insist on that person being fired. People love their freedom here, dude. Every other house has a fucking American flag. Colonial flags, too. Like, meaning what our forefathers had in mind is the America that I love. That kind of shit. Why does she get to stay anonymous? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Grant Smith Ellis fan. You were in Nurse Kim's chat earlier. Yeah, you're weird. But thanks for the super chat. Yeah, that shit wouldn't fly here. There's no fucking way. That's what really got my attention about it. I was just like, wait a second, hold on. Because you got to remember, before this, I used to do a lot of coverage of like Bullhorn Betty and JLR, right? Thank you, New Hampshire, dude. 10 for you and 10 for TB. You go, El Jefe. I'm on your bus. Let's roll. Yes. And Cherry, drop Aiden's defense fund link, please. So I can pin it. Carrian Salo, member for 15 months. Thank you so much. There we go. Yeah, and if you're feeling generous, help. Yeah, Turtle Boy, dude. I promise you, Bradle and Betero are not working pro bono, homies. Okay? So, like, he needs help. He needs help. Like, he is also, nevertheless, he's not fighting murder charges, but he is fighting an entire local government that's trying to shut him up, that's trying to throw him in jail. The same circumstances apply to Turtle Boy in that regard that they did to Karen Reed. This is something we cannot forget here, folks. So fighting an entire local government with the law on the up and up, that's going to be expensive. There's no way to sugarcoat that. That is going to be very expensive. So if you can, anything you could give to Turtle Boy at the link at the top, because I got to tell you, man. Yeah, Betero and Bradle, I guarantee you they're not cheap. I guarantee it. And they have a big fight ahead of them. If, like, think about this too. Turtle Boy went to jail for 2 months. 2 months. And then got out and went right back into doing everything that he pretty much went to jail for in the first place. In his own way, saying, you're not going to shut me up. No matter what you try to do, you are not going to shut me up. You're going to make me louder and louder and louder. And that right there, if he runs out of funds and can't defend himself in a trial, all of that shit, everything that has taken place up until that point was for nothing. Was for nothing. I personally don't want everything that everyone, not just Turtle Boy, has done, but all the time and energy that other people supporting Turtle Boy has put forward. I don't want that to go and be for nothing. Nothing is more important than Aiden's acquittal. Thank you, Microdots. Nothing is more important than Aiden's acquittal. The simple reason for that is because if Aiden is jailed for the things that he is being jailed for, that means every single person's freedom of speech here and anywhere else in this country is at stake, is at risk. Not just at risk, it's in danger. It is in danger. If the government of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts beats Turtle Boy at this, it sets a precedent. A very, very dangerous one. One that I will not abide by. That is a fact. one that as a patriot, I will not abide by. And I would very much like for us to be able to beat this the way that our forefathers had in mind. Now, they all picked up their muskets. They did. But they designed a plan for our system to work. And this system was designed to work in Turtle Boy's favor. And we have to have faith in that. But we also have to contribute to it. We have to grease the wheels. We have to put gas in that tank. That is undeniable. And speaking of Aiden and the things that he's discovered, he went over this right here. Now, I haven't really read this in... Oh, did he really? All right, let me check. Hold on. Let me see what the mighty Mark Bettero is saying. Right. Okay. We have moved on with this subject, and I am done with this subject after I read this. I was already done with it, but it's important that we hear Mark's words in regards to this. And so he says, folks, please leave me out of public discussion that amounts to little more than high school level drama. And please be nice to people. Just know that lawyers are ethically bound to share information with a client that has been provided to the lawyer and which could impact the rights of the client. It would be unethical not to do that. There is really nothing more to it from a lawyer's perspective. No more, no less, no judgments. Everyone should move on and find something else to discuss, like 9 Perfect Strangers, season 2. As much as I love Nicole Kidman, it's awful. I have no idea what he's talking about in that last part. I would never, ever watch that. It doesn't sound like anything I would ever watch, but I completely agree with him. There's nothing. That's what I'm saying is it's not necessary to discuss this person any further. That's it. If you don't like her, don't talk about her. Don't fucking, you know what I mean? Don't even bother. Why? You know? She's inconsequential. So just leave her be. I would prefer you did that. Now, Aiden put this out. What's up, Lauren? It's good to see you. Aiden put this out. Mr. Brennan, January 30th, 2025. So January 30th, 2025, between any person employed by or associated with the U.S. Attorney's Office and any member of the Reed defense team, any such coordination would be wholly inconsistent with my office's investigation into this matter and its purpose in retaining ARCA. So this is the U.S. Attorney's Office. Well, it's, from the U.S. Attorney's Office. I would also add that the U.S. Attorney's Office has not shared any information with any member of the Reed defense team except for the confidential materials that were provided to both parties on February 21st, 2024, pursuant to the protective order issued by the U.S. District Court for the District of Massachusetts. I also cannot grant other of your requests, either in whole or in part, to the extent they fail to meet the specificity requirements of blah, 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 to the extent they fail within one of the exceptions to production of blah, 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 or because certain materials potentially responsive to the request protected by the attorney-client privilege. The deliberative process privilege, the investigative privilege, and or attorney work product, the materials you see concerning a federal investigation into the circumstances underlying the Reed matter. The investigation is ongoing. Consequently, I cannot authorize your request
in their entirety because disclosure of the requested materials would reveal investigatory records complied for law enforcement purpose and would interfere with enforcement, would thereby be impaired. Okay, so that's very interesting. So that basically, so that was sent, I believe, 3 weeks prior to Hank Brennan standing in court and saying that the FBI, that the investigation from the U.S. Attorney's Office into the Norfolk County DA's office has been closed. It's interesting because that doesn't say anything like that. And the thing that's really interesting is we've all been pretty much saying that FBI investigations, like, they don't just close like that. That's not how it works. And if you remember, the only people that were saying that it was closed were people who were connected to the Commonwealth or the Commonwealth themselves. Right? I mean, that's what it boils down to. So already it's not reliable, considering that Brennan is a shitbag and a liar, an ineffective mob goon, as I've recently put on Twitter. Because, yeah, Spanky's brother now has a Twitter, and he's been pretty loud, apparently, all over X. And, like, yeah, you have to be, I mean, listen, Hank Brennan hasn't done jack shit that anybody who has conducted a sound prosecution would do. He hasn't addressed the public. I mean, that weak ass thing where he blamed jurors for the outcome, that shit was so unethical, and it was weak. It was weak and it was unethical. Why wouldn't homie just fucking stand on the courthouse steps and go, well, we brought all the evidence and the jury decided to acquit, and we have to respect the jury's decision because that's what any ethical fucking prosecutor would do in that situation. Why didn't he do that? What's up, Kurt? It's good to see you, buddy. I mean, and of course he's going to lie about this. This is all this was about. Like, they wanted Karen convicted of this crime because it takes the heat off the real killers. I refuse to believe that there's all this evidence out in the open available to all of us that absolutely dictates that John O'Keefe was killed inside that house. Now, we don't know. There's no evidence to indicate who actually did it, except if you want to speculate. It's not irresponsible speculation if you say it's Higgins, because Higgins had a motive and he was seen being aggressive towards John O'Keefe on camera literally minutes before John O'Keefe is alleged to have been killed. So, yeah, you come in here after the fact. That's some borderline smoking gun shit right there. Yeah, Hank Brennan's brother, dude. So ridiculous. Yeah, everything is circumstantial right now. But the thing is we don't know what the feds have. We don't know what the feds have. Maybe the trial uncovered enough to where they feel they have enough to indict. Because you have to understand, the feds don't indict unless they know that they're going to get a conviction. So that means they're going to get enough And then they're going to be like, that's not enough. And then they're going to get some more and be like, that's probably not enough. Let's get some more. That's how they do. It's a whole different ball game with the feds. All right. So I think we're good, bro. Now listen, I'm going to open the phone lines, okay? And I'm telling you, if the SD subject comes up, I'm hanging up the phone. Okay? Just saying. I don't feel any need to discuss the shit any longer, anymore here. The situation has been resolved as far as I'm concerned. And yeah. Listen, bro. Oh my God, bro. So much fun. Law Girls Not Attorneys podcast. What's up? All right, dude. Bro. Into the glare of the color of that showcase.
Call from Kathy.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Hello, Blair.
Hello.
This is Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
We won. I'm so excited.
Are you chatty, Kathy?
Yes. No.
Good.
I called in before to you though, but I'm just so excited. We won, and now we're going to help Turtle Boy.
That's right. Exactly. On to the next thing.
Excited.
On to the next
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
If this is a video game, we just fucking we passed the level. We're on to the next level. That's it.
Exactly. Yeah, I didn't know anything about that other crap. That's just crap. Anyway, Turtle Boy is the important one here. We all helped Karen Reed with Truth and Justice. Now we have to move on up to the next step and help Turtle Boy, because none of us would have known about this if it wasn't for him. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, man.
You know, and he I heard him say on one of his shows, he gets convicted of all this stuff, 109 years he's looking at.
Dude.
109 years. This is serious stuff.
Yeah, it's no joke. And it's all because he hurt people's feelings. Get the fuck out of here with that, dude. Get the fuck out of my face with that. That's not gonna happen. Like this is not gonna happen while I breathe, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I stand with you 1,000%.
Every time I hear something like this happens, it's too late. You know what I'm saying? It's too late.
Right.
So now this is happening in real time. Like, and all we have to do is do the same thing we do with Karen Reed, perpetuate awareness, get people on board here, and make sure that the world country knows about it. The country and then the world knows about it. You know?
Exactly.
People are getting locked up in Europe for fucking saying shit on the internet. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
They're getting locked up because I have a friend over there. This guy got locked up because he stood in front of a building and was praying, and he got locked up for that.
It's crazy. It's insane.
It is crazy.
That doesn't happen. That cannot happen in the United States of America. It cannot. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. It can't.
I mean, I'm not even outraged yet. I'm just really just getting pumped up and, you know, listening to Truth and Justice. You listen to the truth, you know, you could, there isn't a person in any of our lives that we totally agree with them 100% all the time. You're going to have a disagreement or whatever. That doesn't matter.
I don't want to live in a fucking world where like people who I disagree with and disagree with me can't fucking say what's on their mind, dude. I don't want to live in a world like that. That's
still get
like,
along,
that's
though.
so boring. How do you learn anything?
Exactly. And I mean, I listen to all of you, and I try to listen to the negative. I can't stay on there very long because it's just whatever. You know, those people evidently, and you know who I'm talking about, evidently don't have a life. You know, their lives are just so bad or boring, or they're just so angry about something. They got to be angry at somebody. So it's just like, move on, move away. Who cares? Now our focus is on Turtle Boy because he is so important.
He is. I mean,
I can't believe he got another charge for looking in a window.
This is why it's
and
so
talking.
important that we spread awareness, okay?
Exactly.
This is why it's so important that we spread awareness, because the thing is Turtle Boy represents independent media. Okay.
Exactly.
Turtle Boy. Now he also, by representing independent media right now, he's also a threat that makes him a threat to mainstream media. So you cannot count on mainstream media to cover this, or at least cover it properly. So that is why it is actually even more important, if not just as important, to, depending on what your priorities are, to spread awareness in this case. It's going to be harder to spread awareness in this case because Turtle Boy poses a threat to mainstream media.
Well, I agree with you there, but I think mainstream media, they don't cover anything good.
That's the point. That's the point.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
if people, if they start talking about Turtle Boy like he's a hero, they're shooting themselves in the foot business wise. So
exactly.
So this is why you cannot count on mainstream media to spread the information in this case, or to at least do it correctly. This is why we have to use our voices and share, and everybody, just anybody who talks about this, you know, back them up. You know what I mean? That's
exactly. Yes.
Stephanie,
yes, I agree with you totally 1,000%. I mean, when I found out how many years he could get for speaking freedom of speech, and they say, oh, he's, you know, not a journalist. He's a journalist, but he's also an American citizen. Let's take that into account. He's an American citizen with freedom of speech. So anybody who wants to say, oh, well, blah, blah, blah. No. He's an American citizen.
Well, yeah.
Freedom of speech.
Right. I mean, that's the thing, is everyone has the right to do what Turtle Boy is doing. And so if Turtle Boy is jailed for doing it, then everyone's right to do these things is in danger.
Yes. Well, I feel better now. How about you?
Fantastic.
Thank you for letting me call in.
You are chatty, Kathy.
Oh, am I? I just needed to get that off my chest because I've been watching it. I do have to tell you one other thing. I have been watching this case for over 2 years, and all of y'all. And I was waiting. I knew Wednesday was going to be the day. And my dog had to go out to the bathroom for 2.5 hours. I decided I couldn't wait anymore. I took her out, and it came in. I missed the first part of the verdict, but I've watched it 20 million times since then.
Bummer.
I know. But I better let you go. I'm sure you got a lot of people waiting.
All right, Kathy. Thanks for calling.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Call from Goodman.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
The Goodmans.
The Goodmans. What's up, the Goodmans? We love the Goodmans.
Goodman. I just wanted to say that we love you guys. We love you so much. And just wanted to say hi and keep it short and sweet. And appreciate everything that you do, Will.
You too. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Yeah, you're one of the most monetarily supportive of my viewers and a few other creators as well, which is just you're incredibly generous. Thank you so much for all of that. And just for
Hey, we try our best, and
yeah, you're always gifting memberships. We love that. That's awesome.
we try to gift memberships, and we just love you guys, and everything you do. And Brian and I are extremely just thankful for you.
Well, we're all thankful for you, the Goodmans, most definitely.
Hello, the Clara.
All right, right on.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, and we'll always support you guys as any way we can, and just wanted to say hey and thank you.
Right on. Thank you so much.
Keep on keeping on, brother.
We'll do. All right. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Call from Shy.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, Will, this is Shy Gal, who's not very shy.
Hi, shy gal, who's not very shy.
Hi. I just wanted to call and say thanks for being such a class act in the middle of all this craziness. So thanks for what you do. Also going to be short and sweet. So, hey, thanks for being you and doing this. And the other thing I want to say, too, is we really have to free Turtle Boy. That has to be the focus. And thanks again.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you so much.
Take care. Bye, Will.
All right. Bye-bye. Wow, some short and sweet callers today. Shut up, Jerry. I'm a motherfucking class act. You heard that shit. I'm a goddamn motherfucking class act. You better believe that shit. All right. Gay. Classy as fuck. Yeah, I don't even know. All right, so I guess nobody wants to call. All right, well, whatever, man. I'll just sit here and just stare at you.
Call from
Kate.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, it's Kate.
Hi, Kate.
How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I have a couple. I'm good. I'm out here in Arizona where it's like 114 right now.
Yeah, damn, but at least it's that dry heat, though.
Well, I grew up back east, so I know the humidity and the hot, and then just hot. I'll just do the hot.
Yeah, I like when it's.
But anyway, I'm sorry.
I like when it's cold. Yeah, yeah. I know you didn't call in to talk about the fucking weather.
Yeah, exactly. The first thing I wanted to ask is, how's your knee and clubber?
Oh, clubber's great. My knee, it's getting there, but it just feels like it's taking forever, and I'm really sick of it. And like I'm getting pale.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Because I like to walk everywhere. Now I'm getting pale. I'm getting fat. I feel disgusting. I don't like it. I just want to get back to normal.
Yeah.
That's all it is. But
You'll get there.
Yeah.
It's just going to take a little bit of time.
yeah,
And I just want to tell you, really, thank you guys for all you do. You know, I'm far away. If I was there, I'd be there. I've been watching since day one. So, and I think Turtle Boy is going to be all right.
He is going to be all
in my
right.
heart of hearts.
But he's the thing is he needs us. He needs us.
Yes, absolutely.
He needs to support us.
Absolutely. He's got a lot going on.
I mean, I don't know. I guess people don't like when when you speak your mind. I mean, you're allowed to do that as far as I know, but yes, I just wanted to check in and see how things are going. And hi, Cherry.
Hell yeah. Cherry loves you.
All right. Well, have a good rest of the evening, and we'll be talking to you soon.
All right. Have a good one. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yeah. Dude, they are so trying to throw this fucking man in jail, dude. Like, it's crazy.
Call from
Shelly Babe.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Shelly Babe.
What's up, Shelly Babes?
Hey, Will. I got tired of you staring at us, so I thought I would call so you'd stop staring. Hi, Sherry.
Cherry, she's saying hi to you.
So, yeah, Turtle Boy needs to know that we got his back just as much as we did Karen. And we do. We love Turtle Boy. We love everything he stood for and he stands for now. And really, his case is about all of us. It's not just about Turtle Boy. It's about independent media. He represents independent media.
Exactly, dude. It's not just him that got arrested under those charges. You know what I mean? It's been a few people.
It's all of us.
You know,
It's all of us.
so like it's not. It's been proven that not just Turtle Boy can be charged with this shit for just speaking their mind.
Right.
A few people have. A lot of people have. It's crazy.
Yes.
They're just throwing that shit
Yes.
around.
And this is fucking America. It's not North Korea.
Exactly.
And the mentality of the Spankies of the world are not going to win because he's a fucking elite communist war pig, basically. Or you could call him a goon from the mafia. But really, the mafia actually, they run their neighborhoods better because they actually have codes about keeping streets clean and shit.
Everyone in the United States should be holding Massachusetts accountable for what's happening to Turtle Boy and what happened to Karen Reed. Everyone.
Exactly. And I love your show, Will, and I'm going to keep watching and supporting you. Keep on keeping on, brother.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Stay your sexy self, baby.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Call from
Dale.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
My name's Dale.
What's up, Dale?
Not much.
In Spanish, we call you Dale.
Yes, Dale.
It's spelled the same way.
Yeah, coming from Texas.
Yeah.
But no, I love the channel. Been following you for a while, and definitely second for my favorite law tubers. My first one was Jeff from Legal Vices, who passed away last year, and I'm sure he would have had a heyday with the whole Karen Reed trial. But just keep on doing what you're doing. Aiden definitely needs everybody as much as he can right now.
Did you say that I was your second favorite LawTube channel?
I did, and it probably pisses you off. I'm sorry.
No. It didn't piss me off, but disclaimer, as JFK would say, I'm not actually a lawyer, man. Like, you know that, right?
Oh, hey, it's the Glare Law of Institution.
There you go. Okay, as long as you understand that I'm in a class of my own. Okay, not a law, but I feel honored that you consider this a LawTube channel. I feel honored.
I really do. It's been awesome. I've been going through some things in life the last few months, and just when you stream for a couple hours, it's been really nice. So I appreciate it, as all of us do, and keep on fighting a good fight, brother.
Appreciate that, Dale.
All right.
Take care of yourself, brother.
I will. Bye.
Oh, lost him. Dale. Dude was cool, man. By the way, I'm not a LawTube channel. I am not allowed to, Jim. But it was nice of him to say.
Call from
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, Will, it's Pennsylvania Dave, buddy.
Pennsylvania Dave. What's up, buddy?
Well, it's over, right?
I mean, that's over.
Finally over, right?
That's over. I'm just getting started, homie.
What's next?
I'm just getting warm.
What's next?
Turtle Boy, man. Turtle Boy.
I'm not worried about that. Turtle Boy, he did nothing wrong.
No, but if he
did nothing.
If he doesn't have the fucking funds for counsel, then he's fucked. I mean, you need to be able to fight a local government with everything you got. They're trying to railroad him. They're coming at him with anything they can do.
We know, and he's the only one they're coming after. And there's a lot of people out there doing what he does, but he has not broken the law.
No. I mean,
doing pterodactyl arms.
The problem
doing
is
pterodactyl arms in Chris Albert's window is not witness intimidation.
No, we know that. We know that, Pennsylvania Dave. We're on the same page, my friend. But what I'm saying here is that there is a law, though. And the law itself that's being used and weaponized against them is unconstitutional in and of itself. Now, you're right. Doing T-Rex arms in front of a fucking window, there's no such thing as window security camera intimidation, bro. There just isn't.
Exactly.
That's just ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Right. So, everything
In an unoccupied store.
Right. I mean,
and there was illegal wiretapping there too, because you're not allowed to record the voice. So why didn't anything happen to him?
Right. And why didn't I get charged? I mean,
because they're not coming down to Tennessee to fuck with you, because the Tennessee State Troopers will kick their asses right back to fucking Norfolk.
No, sir. You better believe that shit.
Then why ain't they coming after you?
That's what I'm saying. No, you're right. I mean, it's not really that, but also it's they just want him. That's the whole point. They just
absolutely, because he exposed them.
Right.
That's why they want him, because he exposed them.
Because and then if they charge me, then there's another one of him. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
Like, you imagine the publicity I would get if I had gotten charged? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want that. I didn't want that shit. I sure as fucking glad I didn't get charged. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying?
They know who you are.
But
they definitely know who you are.
But they made it a point not to even mention my name. They made it.
That's right. They just wanted to mention his name.
Right. Well, right. They Aiden Carney and a friend. He's dragging it.
You got it. No, he'll be able to fight them, because I'll tell you what, I don't think Brado or Betterow will abandon him for this. I just don't see it.
No. But we can't count on that. I mean, their time is money. They got families. They got a practice to uphold. They got practices to uphold. They got other clients to deal with too. They got, you know what I'm saying? Like, this needs to be worth their time, And with the support that Turtle Boy has, there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to help provide.
No, when are you doing another fundraiser for Turtle Boy?
I don't know yet, but probably
I gotta make another donation. I've already made 2. I gotta make another one.
Yeah.
We got to get him squared away, because once he beats this, then that county's fucked.
Yeah, I mean, the fact of the matter is that the reason why, think about it this way. How fucked up would it be? This guy gets charged for exposing the corruption in Massachusetts, and then right at the home stretch where he can really expose it in a trial, and it's all on record, he's left in the wind, bro. And then you know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of shit would that be? This guy, he's the reason we're gonna leave this guy hanging. We can't leave this guy hanging after he's done everything that he's done. He's the reason why we know about the corruption in Norfolk County. He's the reason why my ass he knows about the corruption in Norfolk County.
He's the reason my ass in Pennsylvania knows about it.
Now, I only suspected it, but the only reason I suspected it was because I was looking at the reports. I was looking at the documents of the case, right?
Right,
And then I was like, oh, that's weird. And then when I was ready to watch Turtle Boy and talk to Turtle Boy, when I was ready to do that, that's when I was like, okay, yeah, this dude is, yeah, they're corrupt. This is fucking straight corruption. This is bullshit.
Listen, I got a question for you. What happened with what's going on with Esty? I heard something happen last night. I was watching Aiden last night about some kind of stupid. What's going on with this? What did he call it, Kathy? Some kind of. What are the trolls going after her for something?
Pennsylvania Dave.
Some kind of fake account?
Pennsylvania Dave, I like you, man, which is why I'm not going to follow through with what I said when I opened the phone lines, which was I'm going to hang up on anybody who brings up Esty to me. But I like you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I caught it late. I caught you halfway through.
But I like you, and I think you just missed it, but I'm not going to address it. Respectfully.
No, I did miss it, but okay, you got it. No problem. I stand corrected.
I've said what I wanted to say about it already. So you'd have to
I stand corrected
to the earlier part of the stream, and then that's it. Yeah.
All right, I apologize. Well, you know I wouldn't do that on purpose.
You're fine, bro.
All right, brother. Well, listen, hey, trial was a success. I hope they really do. I don't know if they'll ever find the real people who did this.
I hope
the only people who's going to find them is if the FBI gets involved. I believe they're still looking at this.
I believe so too.
I believe they are, because Hank Brannon's not going to stand in court because he got a little sticket from the ex-police chief that says, yeah, the investigation is closed. I don't believe that for one fucking second.
No.
I just don't believe it. I mean, I was in the military. I know how this shit works. They're not going to do anything until they're positive of what they're doing.
Right.
You know, they're just getting their ducks in a row. This could take 5 years.
I mean,
you know, it could.
Yeah.
It could take 5 years.
It could.
Who is that guy? The FBI just arrested him after 10 years. It was just on YouTube. They just arrested him after a 9-year investigation.
I don't know.
I forget his name, Will, but it happened. And if it can happen to him, it can happen to somebody else.
I believe it.
There's no statute of limitations on what's going on here.
Right. I mean, I believe that if there's other shady shit going on with the Norfolk County DA, they're going to find it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just the Karen Reed case, you know? It's not just the Turtle Boy case.
What are they going to do when this trial starts and Tully has to get up on that stand after setting Turtle Boy up with the fake victim? What are they going to do then?
I can't wait. I can't wait.
It's going to come out.
I can't
wait.
And
if he goes up there, he can't go up there and perjure himself. They got all the cell phone records.
I can't wait. I'm looking forward to
I can't wait either. Why does that fucking guy still have a job? He's just as bad as Proctor.
I can't wait to see.
It's not worse.
I can't wait to see Mark Bredero fucking pacing around that fucking courtroom asking fucking Mello questions, dude. I can't wait.
Oh, Mello's still alive by the time the trial starts. I heard he's not doing too good.
Yeah, I call bullshit on that, but whatever.
Yeah, I call bullshit on that too. I think he just started to run with fucking his tail between his legs.
Yeah, he was like,
That's what I think he did. I think he bailed out and said, you know what? I'm going to get in a lot of fucking trouble if I keep doing this. I got to get the hell out of here.
Dude, I had so much fun fucking trolling that guy on my channel, dude. Like him, like, dude, I'll never forget, dude. That was the funniest shit. Tom and Minion Mike were in front of the courthouse for one of Turtle Boy's hearings. And and Mello walks right by him and he's late as fuck too. He shows up late. And he's like, and Tom goes, hey, what's up, bud? And
he goes, fuck you.
No. He goes, hey, what's up, bud? And Minion Mike's like, hey, just show up whatever time we want, huh? Cool. Yeah.
He said that to Tommy CPU, right?
No, yeah, it was Tom CPU. He just walked right in between Minion Mike and Tom CPU. It was just funny as fuck.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was fucking hilarious.
That's awesome. Well, I can't wait to see this trial. As a matter of fact, I think me and Kathy are going to take a couple vacation days when Tully's getting ready to testify and take a ride up there and see if we can get in.
Okay. Right on. Yeah, I'll be
So-
up there at some point. I mean, I'll definitely be up there to support Aiden the same way I was up there to support Karen. Some point.
Yeah, maybe we'll run into each other. I know who you are. I know you don't know who I am, but
Yeah.
I'll find you. I'll introduce myself. All right, Will. Hey, man, keep on chugging.
Pennsylvania Dave. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you.
You got it, my man. I'll talk to you later. All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Call from
Oh shit, my bad. I didn't mean to hang up on that person. Fuck. Nah, Pennsylvania Dave's cool, man. He calls in a lot. I like Pennsylvania Dave. What the?
call from
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Not that Dina.
Not that Dina. What's up, not that Dina?
Nothing. I just wanted to thank you for coming on. I really miss these kinds of conversations that you have just on the fly during the trial, because it was just so intense. It was hard to concentrate, and there was so many people. There was just too much content. So it's like so great that that's over. Now we can concentrate on you and your streams, and I'm just glad that you exist. Thank you, Will.
Well,
That's
I'm
it.
glad that you exist, not that Dina. I just like saying
Oh, one more thing. And this has nothing to do with the other subject, she who will not be named, but I was curious because I saw you chiming in on Kim's stream.
Don't make me
And
hang
you
up
never-
on you, Dina.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm not. But you had never heard of Purple Kool-Aid Drinker before?
No, dude was real mad, bro. Like, Jesus.
No, he's like, I love him.
Okay.
I fucking love him. He's like,
But
just-
listen, bro. Like, if you don't like Nurse Kim, something's wrong with your ass. For real.
No,
Like,
you know what? I love fucking Nurse Kim with all my heart.
me too.
But and he's so off the cuff and so angry. It's just, I just feel like he's just like, whenever I hear him, I just see a heart beating and just like little tears happening in it with every word. Like he's just gonna die. I don't want him to.
That's
but
what
he's
I
just-
was saying. I was like, yo, homie's blood. I'm really worried about his blood pressure, dude. I was saying this shit in her chat. I was like,
I'm
man, dude,
serious.
you relax.
He doesn't hold a damn thing back. So he kind of reminds me of Aiden in that way, but he's just like, he's all pure surface emotion constantly. And I fucking love that because it's pure. Whether he's right, wrong, whatever, he's pure. This is exactly how he feels. So I'm glad you got to maybe give him a follow because he's kind of funny. He's obnoxious, but so are most of us. So that's okay.
It just I just can't get behind everyone being so mad at this girl. Like, like
Yeah,
it's just-
listen, this isn't about
it
that.
was
This is just
inconsequential what she did, and it was just stupid. It was poor judgment, and it was just like, all right, that's enough. Like, just wash your hands
it's
over it.
side
That's all you have to do.
bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like, when you empty an ashtray and there's still that little bit of shit in the bottom of it, and you're like, I should probably clean that out. But fuck it, I'm just gonna put more cigarettes in there. So you just kind of move on. It's really nothing to think about. It's not like it
Exactly.
shouldn't be time consuming.
Right.
So it's just
Right.
just move on. But what comes from it is you see all these other people and you kind of get a better sense of who they are. So it's kind of fun. It's the drama that doesn't mean anything. It's like watching Days of Our Lives when I was fucking
It's like
20.
dude. The takeaway from it is, dude, if you can't handle people talking shit about you, like, take a step, go fucking, like Nurse Kim said, touch grass, do whatever you got to do, take care of you. You know what I mean? Like, if you,
Oh, dude, that's why I don't play that hard.
Fuck.
I just
Yeah.
cry. I just be like, why don't they like me? I just move on with my life. Delete my Twitter.
and I get it. It sucks. It sucks when 1 minute everyone likes you, the next minute nobody does. I get it. It sucks. It's shit. It's a shitty feeling. But It's like don't
Well,
do stupid shit either. You know, like
you shouldn't get it because people who love you love you. People who don't like you will always not like you, and that's all there is to it. There's no in between with you. You're either their cup of tea or you're fucking not, and that's just with Aiden too. So we love you. We love you. I'm gonna let other people talk. I'm glad I got through. Nice to see ya. Nice to talk to you. Keep coming back, and I'll be throwing some coins in the jar whenever I get some cash.
I
Okay?
appreciate it. You're amazing.
Because I want you to come home.
You're amazing. Not that, Dina.
All right. You have a good night, sweetheart. I love you. Bye.
You too. Love you too. Bye bye. Not that Dina. We love Not That Dina. The Guiding Light, dude. I used to watch that shit with my mom. That's like the longest running soap opera of all time. You guys know that? She was on since like the 60s, dude. Or the 50s. Riva.
Call from.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Oh, it's Liz. How are you? It's Liz.
What's up, Liz? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good.
I'm not going to talk for long because I've talked to you plenty of times, and I don't want people to think I'm a phone hog.
Phone
You know what? I
hog.
was just, you know what? I was just, appealing to everyone to donate to TV today, and so you're listening to La Galera. I did $10. That's all I had. But even if you only have $5, if you don't have anything, fine. If you have $100, do
Dude,
it. You know?
anything, man. Anything, dude.
Yeah, we really got to help him because, you know what? I live in Norfolk County. These effers, I think they're gonna, be really trying to get him, and I don't like that. But they got something, he embarrassed them. He put them to shame, and they don't like it,
That's right.
And
Right, Liz.
and it could be any of us, and we just gotta. He's given us plenty of laughs, as you have. So, just anything, anyone can help. I'm not even subscribed to his channel. I listen to him every time, but I just can't. I can only do so much.
Subscribe to his channel. I mean, it's free.
No, I'm subscribed. I'm subscribed to it. I'm not a member. I don't pay for the membership.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Club thing. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. I'm too old to be anything called sex club. I mean, shit. I'd have to get out a dustbuster for that stuff. But no, I don't want to. I don't want to hang. Keep the phone line clogged. So many people, and
I don't think it's a Diddy freak off at the Turtle Sex Club. I think it's just a term.
No, I was just kidding.
Facetious.
Yeah, no, I know. I was just kidding. I listen to him, all that I can. But I spent so much money on these grandchildren and Lego sets. Oh my God. So, but hey, $10, $5, anything. I try and do $10 a week. So, it adds up, I'm sure.
It does. You don't have to do that. I mean, you're amazing, Liz. We love you. We love you.
No, you do what you can. You got to help people. That's what we're here for. And you're doing a great job helping people. So I will let you go. And everyone try and just give them a little something. Let's show them they're not going to screw with him like they, or they are anyway. They are, but
Massachusetts needs to know that the whole country has Turtle Boys back. That's what needs to happen.
Yes.
That's what needs to happen.
So, yeah, definitely. So let's try and give them a few $100 from this show, anything. So, all right. Hey, I will talk to you soon.
All right, Liz. Thank you so much.
Have a great night. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We love Liz.
Call from.
Marcy.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, it's Marcy. I'm calling from Hawaii.
Marcy from Hawaii. Okay, brah.
Yeah. What was that?
I said, okay, brah.
Yeah, right on, bruh. I appreciate everything you've done, and Yeah, I've been following this from the first trial. I'm not really sure how I found it, but I just appreciate all the different platforms and, you know, the different views and, you know, it's definitely a messed up case for sure. No question about that. But, you know, the bummer part is I work for the prosecutor's office here in Hawaii. And unfortunately, I couldn't get any of our attorneys to really get involved because I was kind of curious on their take of the trial and stuff. But I just want to say thank you for everything you folks have done. And like everyone's been saying, you know, we just all got to, you know, get behind Turtle Boy and support him in every way we can.
That's right. All the way from Hawaii. I love it.
Yeah.
All the way from Hawaii supporting Turtle Boy. That's fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, no, and Karen Reed and, you know, the corruption. I mean, it's real. It's all over. But, you know, it takes somebody like him to, you know, go up against these people and expose them, and not everybody's got the guts to do that. So,
Exactly.
you know,
I
hats
mean, if
off to
somebody
him.
somebody steps up and has the guts to take these people on, then I feel like it's our responsibility to back them up.
Yep.
It's just that
No,
simple.
100%. And you know, we just all got to rally around him right now and support him in every way. And you know, we all pray that he has the outcome that, you know, Karen got, and people will just leave him alone. You know, I mean, I feel bad for the guy, but
Yeah.
anyway. So yeah,
Like if you don't want Turtle Boy writing about you, don't be a shitbag, you know? Like
yeah,
it's just that
exactly.
simple. It's that easy. Like just don't be a shitbag.
Yeah,
Don't get
yeah,
mad when he
no.
fucking lets the world know that you're a shitbag, you know?
Yeah, no, that's for sure. And you guys are all, especially you, you're so real. I trip out on you smoking your cigarettes and
Right on,
I
man.
crack up.
I love
Yeah,
it.
no, good for you. So, but yeah, thank you guys for everything you do. And yeah, I'm anxious to see what next things you folks have on the horizon to follow all the way from Hawaii. I love true crime. So, yeah, I'm excited.
Right on. Yeah, a lot of stuff, man, to come. I'm yeah, a lot of stuff to come here. I think I'm gonna discuss other cases as well. We're definitely gonna follow the progress of the Farwell shit for Sandra Birchmore. We got to see through her getting justice. We gotta now I mean the Enrique Delgado Garcia thing, that's tricky. Because I don't know if I absolutely agree with Aiden on that one, because he's saying that, you know, somebody would have talked, and, you know, maybe not. I mean, I'm still entertaining the possibility, because what I can't get around is why haven't we gotten any answers? Why has the family gotten why hasn't the family gotten any answers? So,
yeah,
you know, I'd like to know what the deal is with that. You know, I'd like the family to get closure on that. But, you know, I'm still entertaining the possibility that maybe some incentive was given to the people that were that were witnesses to this thing. But he does have a point. I mean, it seems kind of crazy and far-fetched that nobody would have come forward by now. You know, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's always the question, you know, why people don't come forward. And a lot of times they don't because, you know, out of fear, or, you know, they got a kickback, or there's something there for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Have you ever heard of we had a big thing here years and years ago, the Dana Ireland case?
Dana Ireland?
Yeah. You guys ever heard of that one?
No.
Yeah, that was a pretty hefty case. And the guy that got charged with it, I mean, he spent like, I think almost 30 years, 20 something years in prison, and he just got just let him go. He was wrongfully convicted.
Yeah. That's
that was
that's
a big story here in Hawaii.
If we can avoid, I mean, what we all collectively accomplished for Karen was, you know, I mean, especially her attorneys, of course, especially them. But you know, and her family support. But what you know, seeing this through and saying, hey, Karen Reed better go free here.
Right,
Having
right.
that in such a mass, on such a mass level,
Right.
worked. It worked. So
Yeah, it did.
it reassured me of the power of the people here in the United States.
Yep, no, exactly. And, unfortunately, I do feel strongly that, if she didn't have what she had, it probably would not have been the outcome. And that's where I feel bad for a lot of other people out there who, have had charges brought against them or whatever, and they don't have the support. They can't go out and get attorneys, and, they go to prison for something that, they didn't do. And it happens every day. And that's what, that's really heartbreaking. But maybe this will open people's eyes to realize that, if you stand behind them, the people's voice is the strongest voice you can have.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
he's
All right.
yeah, thank
Well,
you
I don't
so
want
much.
to take up any more of your time, but it's a pleasure speaking to you, and you guys keep doing what you're doing. And everybody, we just got to rally around Turtle Boy right now.
Agreed. Thank you, Marcy.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
All right. Aloha.
All right.
brother.
Aloha, brah.
Okay. Okay. Bye.
Bye. Hell yeah. Oh, 1991. God dang. Okay, Trial Channel.
Call from
Kim McMahon.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, this is Kim from Texas.
Kim from Texas. What's up, Kim from Texas?
First of all, I just want to say this is so cool to talk to you. I watch your show all the time. You're awesome. What you're doing for Turtle Boy and Karen, just remarkable. I do have a question for you. Can you tell us any inside info that wasn't ever told to the public that you knew that couldn't talk about before?
Yes. Yes.
I gotta hear it.
So one day when I was there, I think the last time I was there, I was sitting around with I believe it was David Yannetti, Bob Alessi, Karen's family. I think Karen was there too. We were having lunch, and the only reason I'm saying this is because this conversation literally happened like this. So David Yannetti, I guess he just got a new kitten. I think either a new kitten or a new dog. I'm not 100% sure, but he had just gotten it, and they asked him what he named it, and he named it Lucky. And
oh my God, that's awesome.
And he said, yeah, it's after Lucky Loughlin. So
that's badass.
So, and I asked, I was like, oh my God, can I tell people that? And he goes, after the trial. so since I'm on the spot, yeah, I'll tell you that little story.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's
thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to hear something maybe we hadn't heard yet. So that was awesome. Thank you so much, and thank you for everything you do. And free Turtle Boy.
Free Turtle Boy.
Thanks.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh yeah. I almost named Clubber YOLO just to troll Cherry. YOLO. Come here, YOLO. YOLO. Dude.
Call from
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Catherine White.
Hi, Catherine White. You might want to turn me down in the background there.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
I just wanted to thank you because I called you last year sometime because I've watched both trials and I didn't have the money to donate, but you said keep watching the channel and like and subscribe.
Yeah.
and that's what I've been doing.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, I love. I'm just grateful that you're enjoying it.
Yeah, that, and I'm glad Karen Reed is finally freed.
Yes, Karen Reed is finally free. We're all very, very happy about that.
Yep, and I hope Turtle Boy gets out of the mess that he's in.
I agree. Yes, and I'm sure he will. I think he's going to get the support that he needs, and I'm sure he's extremely grateful for it, and he's going to keep fighting as long as we support him. You know.
Yep. And I'm going to let you go so more people can call. But thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thanks for calling.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye. She was sweet. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the fact is, man, hashtag everywhere, Turtle Boy was right. The fact of the matter is that Karen Reed's acquittal absolutely and totally legitimizes Turtle Boy.
Call from
John.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, how you doing? Well, this is John.
What's up, John?
Not much. Just a quick question. With Aiden, when he goes to trial, when eventually he goes to trial, hopefully he doesn't. But will it be a bench trial or would it be a jury?
I have no idea. I was surprised when they chose a bench trial this last time, but it made perfect sense that they did. It was nice and quick, and it was a very cut and dry situation. So the bench trial actually worked out in his favor. I was always anti-bench trial, because I'm like, dude, you just get a judge in a bad mood. No, man. I'd rather have 12 jurors, man. Like, it's got to be unanimous that I'm guilty. Fuck that.
Correct.
So, but I'm, we don't cover trials. We don't have trials when you graduate from the Glare Institute of Law and stuff. That doesn't happen. You just take on people on Twitter. That's all you do.
That's it.
But yeah, I mean, who knows? I don't know. But yeah, we should hashtag everywhere. Turtle Boy was right. Because he was.
Yeah, we wish him luck, and thanks again for all your hard work. I appreciate it. You have a good night.
Oh, you too, bud. Thanks. Appreciate you, John. Yeah, so I'll take a couple more calls. Now, remember, Aiden's going to be on Andrea Burkhart at 8 o'clock. So just head over there from here. You're on. Who am I speaking with?
This is Brandy.
Hi, Brandy.
Hi. I was trying to call the Glarer. Is this the wrong number?
Oh, hold on. Let me see if he's around. Hey, Glare! Hey! Hey! Glare! The hell you doing? Hello?
Hello.
Hi. I heard you wanted to speak with me.
No. I'm trying to call on a live show. This ain't you.
She heard me on the background. She had me on the background. Wow, that lady was retarded. Jesus. Okay. I'll take another one. Ho, ho, ho. Retarded. I mean, bro. That was about as much a fail as any, bro. Like, let's just let's just be honest. She was like, "This isn't him."
Call from
Terry.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Terry.
What's up, Terry?
Not much. How are you tonight, Blair?
I'm doing great.
I phoned the first trial from Canada, and I've been really impressed with how you've handled your channel and how everything's gone with you. And I really appreciate that you're giving Turtle Boy support right now because he really needs it.
Yeah,
I
man.
feel he's been deserted and he hasn't got the recognition. If he hadn't have stepped up, I don't think anybody would have followed behind. And it's too bad that they've used him as a scapegoat. And hopefully everybody will get behind him and he can come out of this and get the recognition and the support that he deserves. Because if it wasn't for him, nobody would see him. I'm up here in Canada and there's everybody. It's a international situation. Everybody, you've got people from Hawaii phoning and Australia and New Zealand. And Blair, you've just been a wonderful person. And thank you for all you've done.
Oh, thank you.
It's great. You have a good night, buddy, and keep up the good work.
All right. Have a good one, Terry.
Okay.
Thanks, buddy.
Okay, bye-bye.
Man, that dude was really Canadian. I'm sorry to hear about your dad on top. That dude was really Canadian, man. I guess it's true what they say. He was so nice. He was definitely not a hoser, eh? Yeah, man. She was like, she had me playing in the background. Like I could hear it. Wild. So funny. Yeah, Strange Brew. Absolutely. Great movie. I need to watch that again. I haven't seen it in years.
call from
Dave.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Dave.
Dave's not here.
What?
Dave's not here.
Dave's not here? What you mean?
Yeah, who's this?
Why you messing with me, man? This is Dave.
Dave's not here.
What you mean Dave's not here? This is Dave on the phone.
Can't believe that worked. I've always wanted to do that. I'm just fucking with you, Dave. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Yeah, I know you messing with me. I see you on TV laughing while you talking to me.
It's an old Cheech and Chong bit, man. Like I figured you would catch on, and you didn't, and it was gold. And I'm grateful that you weren't aware of it. It totally worked out. Thank you, buddy.
I haven't seen Cheech and Chong in years.
Yeah, thank you for your obliviousness, sir.
Hey, so look, the funny thing is, like, some of these people that think she's guilty, most of them, I don't think they think she's guilty. They just want to go against Turtle Boy.
Yeah.
And go against the grain and just mad. I don't even think the families don't even think she did it. They're just mad at her because she probably what she did with Brian Higgins.
I agree.
They might think she's the cause of, you know what I'm saying, that either way. But
yeah, they see her as a Jezebel, you know, so it's like she's got to be her. They don't care about the evidence. They're just like, it's got to be her. She's a Jezebel, you know, and
yeah, they don't think she did it. They don't think she did it. I don't think they just mad at him.
Right.
I think they're just mad at him for, like I say, talking to Brian Higgins or whatever. But anyway, the Hank Brennan is the one. I think he did this on purpose. Like, there's no way he did what he did all those times to fool the jury. Like, to think they're that dumb. There's
Right.
no way.
I mean, it seems crazy. It seems surreal because I don't understand. He even told the jury himself in his closing arguments that he couldn't tell them when or where the impact even took place. So,
right. Somebody said, some other channel said they think he might be a undercover informant, FBI agent working for the FBI.
I mean, dude, it was his own worst enemy through that whole trial, for sure.
Because the first thing I noticed, right, was the Ian Whiffen, right? Remember, and nobody talks about this a lot. I don't know why, but remember he put up the satellite image,
yeah,
with the circle, with the black circle,
mm-hmm.
And then like that's when Hank Brennan was direct. But then when Alessi got up, I think it was a Monday or whatever, the next day, and he was like, when he began his cross, he was like, so this image, you have the white circle, which is much closer to the house, showing that he could have went in the house, right? And he's like, yeah, so like already you just showed the jury that you're trying to hide something from them.
Right.
Because why wouldn't you put that up on the original one when Hank Brennan was?
And the very intelligent jurors that have come forward and spoken have said the same thing. They like, yeah, we're not stupid, and it felt like we were being played here. Why? You know?
Right. That was obvious. He's like, so the white circle shows he could have been in a house, but you didn't show that to the jury yesterday.
Right. Unless
like,
dressed in cross, he was just like, so it's very possible that he could have been within that white circle, which is inside the house right there, right? And
well,
he took like some certain amount of steps. I can't remember how many, but they measure the same amount of steps from the street to the garage or to the house. You know, so
why would he think Alessi would be that?
Thank you, Looney Tunes.
Not to show that.
Right. I mean, it's insane. Like, the fact is Brennan had less of a case this time around than Lally did, and we had a smarter jury this time around. And you know, I think that the defense handled this case masterfully. I mean, it is okay to criticize them, of course. It is okay to go, okay, well, I still think that they should have called this person to the stand, that person to the stand. Fact is, the result that we got is the result we got, and it worked. You know what I mean? So I feel like they brilliantly, I mean, I'm still pissed that AJ left me hanging with the shoe. I'm still pissed about that, but whatever. They still won the case.
I'm just still wondering where is Brian Higgins? Nobody can find him.
Dude, that dude, yeah. That dude is I mean, if they're gonna make an arrest, they're gonna put the squeeze on him. That's for sure. I mean, he's got the most motive, he's got the most evidence against him. And Brian Albert too. So
somebody's gonna say something eventually.
Right.
So, but all right, thanks a lot, man.
All right, appreciate you, Dave.
Yep.
Dave's not here. That shit was fucking great. Mike from Providence, thank you so much, buddy. Here's $20 for giving us awesome content for the last 2 years. We need a Glare fan meetup at a bar some night. Yeah, man. You know what? I mean, that might be something cool, you know. That might be something cool. I really want to coordinate that roast for Aiden. I think that would make for a great fundraiser. But we need to get like I said, man, I'm not just gonna have a bunch of unfunny motherfuckers come up there. It's like, what is it gonna be like? Me, Nurse Kim, Auntie Deb, you know what I'm saying? And then just have like people who just aren't funny go up there and insult Aiden. Like, the idea is to pay tribute. It's not cool if the shit ain't funny. It's just mean and shitty. I don't want to put him through that. You know what I mean? Like, it defeats the entire purpose. So, you know, I'd still love to do that, but yeah, no, Cherry was looking at venues and yeah. But maybe, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it could still be done. Maybe it could still be done. But yeah, like, if we're gonna do it, the idea is to do it like make it a fucking production, you know, like have a blast with it. Like sell tickets, that sort of thing. And so we just got to get, you know, I got to put a lot more thought into it. All right. All right. Well, I guess that's it for calls. So, yeah. So in 10 minutes, Aiden's going to be on Andrea Burkhart, which I'm really excited about because Andrea Burkhart is just fucking awesome. Yeah, I got to be on a really cool stream the day of the verdict, and I'll never forget that. That was one of the most rewarding days I've ever had on YouTube. And I didn't make a penny. So take that how you will. Because I got to be on Defense Diaries, and like Kurt from Uncivil Law was on there, Andrea Burkhart jumped on there. I mean, it was just so awesome. And yeah, I see Pearl is in here. Dude, Pearl fucking. So I'm gonna put Pearl out there. So Pearl, dude, Pearl had me fucking dying laughing, dude, when I was in Nurse Kim's chat. I think it was Nurse Kim's chat. And like I was fucking dying because so Pearl is paraplegic, paralyzed from the waist down, and she's one of the funniest fucking people in the world. And she jokes about this, and the way she jokes about it makes me uncomfortable, and it shouldn't, and it makes me laugh that I get uncomfortable, and it's just really fucking funny. And so like so she asked me how my knee was, and I was like, dude, Pearl, like I'm not gonna sit here and complain about my knee to you of all people, right? She said something to the effect, it's fine, I can't feel mine. Like, oh, god damn it. God damn you, Pearl. Making me laugh at that. Oh my gosh. So much fun. Pearl is just fucking amazing. She's always been so dope. And she's on this panel of people, they call themselves the jerks, not the young jerks, the jerks. And they're bro, look at this. I can't with you, Pearl. And she's British too. Like it just makes it even funnier. Like it makes it even funnier. Like you listen to her on her channel, dude, it's so funny. She'll be like, I just don't understand why somebody gets so up in arms over the word cunt. I love the word cunt. Cunt is a beautiful word. Everybody's clutching their pearls over the word cunt. I love the word cunt. Dude, people, so all right, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, man. I really appreciate you guys. Yeah, man. Head on over to Andrea Burkhart's channel. She's gonna have Aiden on. I can't wait for that. I'm looking forward to it. I'm stoked. Guys, thank you guys so much. Please make sure to hit the like on the way out. If you haven't hit the like already, please make sure to subscribe. If you're not subscribed, make sure to hit the notification bell so you know when I'm going live. And make sure to if you're new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. I hope that you're enjoying the channel so far. I aim to please, and free Turtle Boy, guys. And thank you guys for all of your support for both me and for Aiden. Aiden really needs it. He's got a big fight ahead of him, so let's help him out. Guys, I love you all very much, and we will do this again very soon, my friends.